Should be good now.
Sweet. Awesome, man. What's up?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm good, dude. Excited to do this. This is you're the first person I've interviewed, so I'm kind of excited about it.
For sure. Me too. Me too.
Sweet, dude. All right, man. Well, you just want to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, man. So we're here with one of my students here, Freud Vixum. Freud, that's how you say it, right?
All right.
All right, that's what I thought. So you started with us what, like 2 years ago, I think? Something like
I
that.
was thinking about. I think it's 2, 3 years. I haven't been keeping track, but I'll say probably been 3 years, about to be 3 years, or have been 3 years around
Yeah.
that time frame.
For sure, dude. So I know you've been posting tons of ridiculous results. I was just looking through them a little bit here just to kind of refresh my memory. It's 14,000 a month. I remember seeing a video on that. So tell us a little bit, like, what are some of your monthly records and daily records and like your yearly records, if you remember?
Well, can I tell a quick backstory?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, I started YouTube around 2018, 2019, around that entire frame. And the first ever paycheck that I got from YouTube, it was around 1,400. So I made 1,400 within 1 month. So the first month, the first paycheck that I received, since YouTube pay you every 21st. So the first paycheck was $1,400 something in a couple rests. And until then, I really didn't start making six figure over 10K until 2020. And I'll say about March 2020. And this is basically when, and I'll give out my niche or whatever, it's perfectly fine. This is when I got into crypto, and the CPM is high because it's talking about finance and everything like that. And that's when I had one channel that took off within 3 months, and that channel was kind of my main revenue driver. And if I'm not mistaken, when I post that 14K revenue that month, that was a crypto channel. And the most that I've ever made in a month was 30K. And until recently, I've actually taken a leap back, and I've been trying out some new niches. But 30K was my highest month, and averaging it go from 30 to even 10K. Sometimes the views go down, and that's the thing about YouTube is fluctuate. So sometimes you can go big, sometimes the views will go down and the revenue will go down. So that's how I've been so far. That's basically it.
Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. 30K. I don't think you even posted that one. I didn't even know you got that high. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Well, that's the thing, because crypto, it's a higher CPM, right? So you're probably
Yes.
seeing pretty good CPMs on those. Yeah, and it's a hot topic, and it still is. So
Oh, it is.
kudos to you for jumping on top of that. So what was that like? So especially like your first paycheck, like, did that change your life? Like, what did that do for you?
To be completely honest with you, before I got into YouTube, and I want to say thank you very much. Literally, I appreciate you because I always bring you back when I'm telling people my story. Um, I'm not really an extrovert, so I don't like to be on camera, and that's why I don't really post those results that like that. I don't like saying the word because whatever you say will become, your reality. And I don't like saying I'm an introvert, but I'm really kind of like to myself type of person. And before I got into YouTube around that 2018, 2019 range, that was before I came across a YouTube video that you made that showed that you're making money on YouTube. And you were like, this is not from this channel I'm showing my face, it's from another channel. And at that time, I was trying a social media marketing agency, was not working out. I was probably around 17, 16 around that time, was calling businesses, got a couple meetings. But when they found out my age and when I was coming from school to go to those meetings, they were like, nah, this kid is not serious. Some of them would say yes, but eventually they'll reject my calls. So I was actually doing YouTube part-time because when I saw your video, I'm like, let me try this out. So I started a compilation. At that time, compilation was monetizable, and the compilation got monetized. And that I remember it was January 2019. I received the first paycheck, and of course the channel blew up. That was crazy for me at first. Like that much people was watching something that I've done, even though it wasn't original video that I've made. I was like, that much people are actually seeing something that I've done. And the 21st came, I applied for monetization, I got accepted, and my bank account was put in it and everything. I didn't have a business bank account at that time. So the 21st came, money was in my account. It was that feeling you get when you make money online. It's just, there's no feeling like it. You could make 100K, all this amount of money, but that first money, even if it's just a little bit, it's the best feeling. So I know you're interviewing, but I want to say thank you. I've actually never said it. I made a post about it, and I dedicated it to you, but I want to say face to face. Because of you, I'm where I'm at. It would not be possible because of you.
Dude,
So I want to say thank you very much.
thanks a lot, man. That means a lot because, like, so I don't get to communicate with people as often as I'd like. So I don't
Mhm.
actually hear that all that. Like, so I hear it, but like it's just like a quick text here or there, or like just posting the Facebook group results or whatever. So hearing you say that means actually a freaking lot to me because I go through like a lot of work to try to make my stuff as good as I can. So it means a
Appreciate that.
lot. Like, give me chills, man. Just think, like, I really do appreciate that, dude. But I know what you're saying. Like when you first start making money, like, dude, like the first paycheck, you're like, there's no freaking way. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Dude, like I remember that because
Yeah.
like I was still in a job like when I get like and I saw like the ad revenue and I'm like, there's no way it's going to my bank. There's no way. And then, like my girlfriend's like, they're not gonna actually pay you. And then bam, it was like 30K. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like it was like that moment. You're like, and then you know that it's real, and then the possibilities are endless. So I know exactly what you're saying, dude. So tell me about how you run the channels. So do you have like a team that does stuff with you, or are you doing it all yourself still?
I do. It would not be possible. At least maybe some people does it, but for me, it would not be possible to scale to six figure without a team.
Yeah.
The very first thing I did when I started making money, of course, I bought some stuff to myself, but then I hired a team. And with the crypto channels, and right now I'm starting another channel on self development. And this right now, actually, if you don't mind me sharing my screen real quick,
Nah, dude, go ahead.
and oh, you have to give me access.
Oh, freak, I don't know how to do
And
that.
basically, if you can, then that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So basically, right now, I'm editing a video. So the past couple days, weeks, I've actually been editing a video for that niche. And the reason for that is this is actually a passionate niche. It's not just chasing money niche. And
I got your
as you
share
can
screen.
see, oh, yeah. So quick shout out to you also. So because of you, I got into this business and I also got into editing. I never thought I would love to do editing or anything.
Right.
And I've disconnected my memory drive, which is why it's not showing. But this is like 2 week and it's only like 7 minutes, but because I'm kind of new to it. But on my other channel, they're being outsourced to my team, which gave me time to actually learn editing to
Mm-hmm.
create this. And the reason I'm actually going into the hard process and I'm actually enjoying it, we're actually doing the editing for this one because there's a certain vision I have in my head. And when you outsourcing it to certain people, especially sometime when you don't see the quality in other YouTube channel, or you might see it, but it's in a different niche. And I've hired a couple editors to do this for me, and I have 4 editors, really good editor I found on Upwork. None of them could pull the quality. Some of them pull the quality, but like the music that I needed, the transition, all of this, the feeling that I needed, even some of the voiceover, I voice over the video myself. I was not feeling it. And this is actually a documentary I'm making on Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so like stuff like that, I'm really into these type of stuff. So I have a team that's making the content and starting this new channel. This is my first video gonna be on the channel. I'm making the content, then the team that I will hire for that channel, they have something to build on. And I can always refer to that content like, hey, remember how I do this? And of course, I'm always trying to improve. And that's why I'm looking to build a team where I can learn from also. So, but they have that foundation that I've done and they can build upon it. And it's a learning process. It's a new skill that I'm getting. I can edit video, which means I can start a channel like next month and I don't have to hire a voiceover editor
Yeah.
and I can do the voiceover. And of course I have an accent because I was born in Haiti. And so even that mastering how I talk sometime, like to slow down my pace. So it's a learning process. So I know a lot of people when they're starting out, they like similar to me, you probably have no money. Are you on a budget? Um, you're broke, to be honest.
Yep.
You broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
So um I and whoever's watching this interview, I would encourage you, once you get the program, once you get the knowledge, is don't be afraid to actually go into the editing. Especially, it is very good when you're starting a channel and niche where you're actually into passionate about some sort. And you do the editing, you learn the voiceover yourself, and it can be kind of frustrating, but all I can say is just learn to love the process and think of the end result that you're gonna get once you have it built.
For sure, dude. That's really good advice because a lot of like, first of all, everyone should know how to do this stuff before they hire it out. First of all, there's a lot of reasons for that, like, first of all, you need to know that they're actually doing it right. How do you know if
Yeah.
they're doing it right if you've never done it before, right?
Oh yeah.
And then even, yeah, if something happens to your team member or whatever, like, you need to know how to do it. So really good points there as well. Plus, like you said, most people starting out, they're not going to have money to outsource. Like, I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
either when I first started. So I was grinding away, doing it all myself the same way. And then over time, you start making money and then you're able to outsource it, and then boom, you're good to go. So how long do you think it takes you to like per week to put your videos together these days?
This video is a little different, so I don't want people to get intimidated and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
So I've written the script for that video that I'm editing right now. I've done the voiceover, and I'm doing the editing. Now I have around 7 minutes of editing done, and that took me 2 weeks. It didn't have to take me 2 weeks. Remember, I'm managing other channel. I have a team that I'm in control with, so I have to have a meeting with them, and I have to check on my other channel, and I have other stuff that I have to handle. So I'm already like packed full. So I could have done this in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Um, so basically, it it's it kind of varies. If you starting new, it's gonna take you longer, but as you get used to it, it's gonna take you faster and faster pace. And also, to be honest with you, that video I'm editing right now, it took me 2 months to write the script, voiceover, and start to the 7 minutes. So it's been a 2 month journey. And the reason, because to be honest with you, in the last 2 months, I went through a depression phase. So despite the fact that you can be making money on all of this, you can still feel unfulfilled. That's why some of my channel I had actually sold some of them, to actually pursue this. And that was the motivation behind starting this channel. Um, I went through a couple of Nipsey Hussle interviews and his music. He passed away, by the way. You probably heard of the
Yep, for
news.
sure.
So I've listened to some of his song, and he got me through it. So this is like pure. I could have outsourced it, but it's like pure I because then the idea came to me. Some people might be going through the same process. Some people might, for example, there's some people I've come to learn, though I'm at a position financially, I'm good. Relationship wise, I'm good in all of this. Um, there's some people that are going through worse depression where they have no hope. So I made that channel, put some of the stuff that I've learned from Nipsey Hussle, put some of the interview together, my lesson, his lessons, and with the hope of building a channel where I can impact people in a massive way. So um, if you're making a top 10 video, to kind of make it shorter, a 10-minute video will probably take you, honestly, if you're a hard worker and you prioritize your day, you literally set out your day to what you're gonna do. And all the skill that you need to learn is editing,
Yep.
voiceover, script writing. And trust me, it's easier. Script writing is super easy. The editing might be the hardest one. Voiceover is super easy. Everybody watch movies, so you kind of have an understanding what's a good movie feel like, what tone you want. So those are the skills that you need to learn. So it shouldn't take you more than a month to create just one video. And these days we see a lot of channels that are blowing up with just 5, 10 videos because it's very high quality. So a week, if you're a hard worker, prioritize the day, you should be able to like produce one video a week by just at least the type of video I'm talking about, top 10, well researched, not just pumping out content.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
some people stuff, original stuff. Should take you about a week.
For sure, man. I know what you mean too, because like there's some projects where you're like actually like into it, like you
Yeah.
actually you love the content that you're actually producing, so you want to take your time and you don't want to
Yeah.
outsource it because you're actually having fun putting it together. And that's the
Mhm.
best when you can find that too, like a niche that's making you money and you're also loving it, right?
Okay.
So I'm glad you're finding that. That sounds like uh sounds like it's been therapeutic for you, kind of. So
It
that's a good
have,
thing to
man.
hear, man.
It have.
Um, so wait, so like especially on the crypto channel, like how many videos were you posting like a month, do you think? Like that $30,000 month you had?
I was posting a video a day.
Yeah.
And by the way, to put this out there, when I first got into the crypto channel, I was doing the video myself also.
Yeah.
So I've seen people talk to people that's like, it's hard, I'm broke. I've went through, trust me, I've went through the hustle, waking up at 5 a.m., going to sleep at 9 p.m., waking up late, waking up early, like feeling tired, but I was broke. That's enough. That was enough motivation for me. So I started myself. I was posting a video a day. I didn't even start outsourcing till the channel was making like 5 to 10K. So that was way more than I can pay to get a daily video uploaded. So still to this day, a video a day, a video
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. And that's the like, dude, people need to just get started. Like that's I swear 90% of like my students or people that are interested in me have never posted a YouTube video, you know?
Oh yeah,
Like that's just the way it is. Like, but if you get started, like you're gonna end up finding success. Like if you actually want to do this, you're gonna
yeah,
find a way to make it work, and you're going to learn over time what you're not doing right, what you can do better, what you can improve on, and you're gonna figure it out. But you have to get started, like you did, man. Right? You're posting every day, and now look at you, right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude, that's freaking awesome. So what are some of your future goals, you think? Like, how many channels are you running right now?
Right now, I'm running. Sorry. I'm running. I have a lot of channel, but I'm gonna say honestly, I'm running 3 channels.
Yeah,
I've sold some of them. That
right.
was one of the reasons behind my depression because I had so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of entrepreneurs who tell you you want to focus on one thing, but
yeah,
I'm focusing on 3 things, maybe
yeah,
4 things.
yeah. Well,
So
yeah,
so I sold some of my channel even for like 15-20K, so I made a huge profit.
that's
So that's
awesome.
the best thing once you build a channel.
Hmm.
And right now I'm just focused on 3 channel, 2 crypto channels, and one of them is the one I'm working on right now on the self-development. So just 3 channel I'm
That's awesome.
focusing on.
That's awesome, man. So
Oh
yeah,
my
do you
god.
have yeah, do you have
Yeah,
any?
so um as we go into the new year, my goal is to that new channel I'm starting, get it to 100K. My
Ooh,
crypto channel, I want to get it to. I want to be making with the 2 channel. I want to be making 100K a month. So not subscribe. I don't have a subscriber goal for them. Just 100K a month, and those are just my goal with YouTube. My other goals, it's all behind me. I've
yeah,
actually, like, I'm super afraid to show people like my wall, but it's kind of the part of my office. It's my motivation behind everything that I do with YouTube. It's
for
all
sure,
behind
man. For
me.
sure. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, man. So what are some of the things you've been doing with like some of the income you've gotten? Have you done anything cool or fun or got anything or just taking care of your family?
I have. I got in my dream car.
Oh, yeah.
One.
What is it?
It's a Kia Stinger,
Okay. Awesome, man.
GT2 all-wheel drive.
That's awesome.
So I walked in, bought the car. Of course, I was around. Yeah, I turned 20 at that time when I bought it, and usually I'm like, I don't have a job, I'm self-employed, yada yada yada. So they probably thought I was just checking out the car, and the lady was like, "You want to test drive it?" I've already test drive it like 2 years before that, before I was making any money. So I closed the deal like really that fast because usually when people are buying a car, the lady told me it take them time to negotiate. But I went there, I was like, yeah, I want the car. I didn't even remember how much was the car, to be honest with you. I got home, my parents were like, how much was the car? I'm like, let me look at the paper real quick. So I bought my dream car. I went to Haiti. I haven't been to Haiti 10 years since I left. I was able to go to Haiti. I was able to support some of my family in Haiti. And what else have I done? Given some money to my parent. Um, of course, I go to church, so I've given also some of my contribution to church. And on myself also, I've gotten some really nice equipment, camera, 2 screen, like 2 laptops. I had like 3 laptops, but I gave one away. I get the best equipment, and I invested a lot also in self development. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
because you gotta invest in yourself.
for sure.
So I invest a lot in self development, and that's basically it. I don't have too much. The car was the biggest investment, or it's not investment, biggest stuff that I spend money on. And I have done some stuff for fun, maybe take a friend out. Oh, I've traveled also a lot, but not outside the state, within the state. Visit family, Georgia, different places like that, Minnesota. Um, Nowhere out of state yet, but also travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what I do a lot with mine. I basically got the house and then I travel. That's what I do, man. And that's something, yeah, if you have a job, you're not gonna have time to do that, right? So that's
Oh
one of
yeah.
the main benefits that I'm enjoying right now. But just got married, so I'm sure the kids will be
Oh,
coming soon.
congratulations,
And
man.
thanks, man. I'll have to be
Congratulations.
using that money for different purposes here pretty soon, I'm sure. So uh, yeah, man.
Yeah, now
Well,
you gotta prepare for kids.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where all the money's gonna start going here soon, right? Oh man. So yeah, I think that's about it, man. I don't really have any other questions. Maybe one more. So like out of all the things that were kind of in my program or the community, what's some of the most valuable things that you think you learned there?
The most, let me think. I'm gonna give my overall, because there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna say the first thing that came to mind. The most overall thing that I've learned is it's it's just it's amazing how you could build a brand that's people will watch, millions of people will watch without you technically showing your face, being the personal person behind the brand. It's like you can literally build something that impact people, that reach a lot of people by leveraging a team, other people, while you just the mastermind behind it. And of course, there's a lot of this. That was the major thing, but there's a lot of mini stuff like how to hire a team and stuff like that, and the whole concept of how the channel work. You know how to create the video. So I've learned so much from it. But that was the whole thing. I'm really grateful for it. How you can literally, you don't have to be Mr. Beast and all of that. You can
Yeah.
literally be Freud. Nobody know you. I mean, some people like to be known. You could put yourself out there, and some people put their face, their picture on their face's channel, and sometimes they show their face.
Yep.
But you could literally build something massive while being in the background. For me, that's a huge blessing. That's a huge blessing.
That's awesome, man. All right, so that's about all the questions I have. I really appreciate doing this. It was really cool to get to meet you and everything. So, man, your story's even cooler than I thought it was, man. You're killing it. So I'm super
Sure.
happy for you, dude. I know you've been a pretty long time member and you're always posting in the group and everything. So it's been
Oh
really
yeah.
cool to get to actually talk to you and everything. So I'm super proud of you, dude. And I'm so glad that your life has changed so much over the last few years. And keep it going, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. God bless, dude. I appreciate this.
No problem. The pleasure was mine. I told you, it's the least, when you asked me to do this, the least that I could do, despite you're the one that got me started. It's like because of your video, because of going through your program, I would have never, I didn't plan on doing YouTube. I just stumbled across you and I'm like, let me actually try this. And I actually put in the work part-time, not full-time. And then I saw a result and I just went full-time.
That's
So
awesome, man. Again, I appreciate you doing this, and that'll be about it, I guess.
no problem.
Sweet, man. Have a good day, man.
You too.
Bye.
Take care.